Our journey started 8 years ago. I looked at our YouTube channel today and I saw we have interviewed some incredible people.
And we'd agreed to do it in person. We booked a location, we had the camera crew there, we're all there waiting, he's due to land. And
I think now we have more clarity, more resources, more conversations, bigger network.
Heightened personal brand. One thing that has been consistent in my life is that I'm passionate about people.
Why do you want to do a podcast?
And I'm excited to ask
some selfish reasons as well, right?
I'll ask you if you feel that's a life.
When I look back at some of my skill sets or some of my behavioral patterns,
you just knew that you supported a particular team.
Listen, my son will know that from the age of 3. So I really want to have a conversation about some of those people.
I've seen loads of people who've moved, get attacked publicly, in articles.
Now let's talk about it. So I want to use it for having great conversations. I want to use it as a revenue stream. I want to use it for a platform to have a voice. What that moment was when we decided to move to Dubai. And then we'll go the backstory.
We had paddock passes, didn't know what they meant.
You have a day pass? You want to pay again? We travel via taxi every day. We were definitely pregnant.
No, we were not. I was pregnant.
Wow. Let's take a moment because this is episode 1, numero uno, of the self-made, unfiltered podcast.
It's been a long time coming, Byron.
And in today's episode, we're going to talk about 2 things. Our podcasting journey, because we've been doing this 8 years ago before people were doing this. Right? Why we decided now to make it a serious thing, what we have in store for the people, and we're going to give them the tea, what they all are here for as well, which is our move to Dubai, why we decided to do it, and talk them through the whole journey.
All of it?
Woo! Unfiltered.
Let's go.
All right, so let's start about the podcast. Self-made Unfiltered. So welcome to each and every single one of you. We are going to be taking this podcasting space very seriously, and we're going to be bringing you some incredible guests. We're going to be bringing you some unfiltered conversations with not just me and Bianca, but also with some incredible people that we have in our network. Every single week, we are going to be giving you the tea, the information, not just about business and entrepreneurship, about health and well-being, mindset transformation, money and finance, everything. Anything you want me to add to that?
Just real life, real conversations. Unfiltered.
And we need you guys to support us. We need you to like, comment, engage, cuss us, do whatever you feel is right. And I want to, whilst we're on that topic, during this podcast, and you asked me, are we how open and honest are we going to be? And for me, I want to put everything on the table. Now that means sometimes we're not going to agree, and we're not going to always. I'm going to say some things that's going to frustrate you, upset you, or whatever it may be.
Wow.
And vice versa.
Good way to start this.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's going to be an unfiltered conversation.
What have you got planned, sir?
You wait and see. But by virtue of real life, I think that it's important to have open conversations. And I just want to make sure you're on board, because
It's too late now, isn't it? You've got me in the studio. When was I supposed to agree to this? Where's my terms and conditions?
I better get you to sign disclaimers.
Yeah.
So we're going to be giving it to you unfiltered, real life, real conversations, real people. And we want you guys to rock with us. Please subscribe, send it to a friend, support us on this journey. But let's get into the podcasting journey first of all. Let's touch on that before we get into Dubai. Our journey started 8 years ago. I looked at our YouTube channel today and I saw we have interviewed some incredible people. And the first thing I'll say is, this is before the space was big. Before the podcasting and space was big, we were doing these interviews. We didn't have enough time to delegate, and it was an expensive resource as well at the time. We didn't know how to monetize it. And one thing I first of all will say is, whilst some of the people that we interviewed were top tier, we also spotted some early talent. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, tell me more.
There's a couple of people whose visions who I'm like, oh, they're onto something. Or I'm like, oh, this person's going to be doing great things. And then they've gone on to be like, we'll use it, for example, Raphael, UK Black Business
Yeah,
Show.
it's true. Yeah.
His interview was 6 years ago.
I thought you were going to say Jay Shetty. Remember, we had that scheduled.
Ooh,
We had the studio.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, we had the studio booked.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I am talking about it.
That is a whole different thing. So
Yeah.
explain. You give them the story.
Well, we had an interview with Jay Shetty in the book, and then we had planned to have it in person interview. We'd done one on the phone. I think we did it on the phone or on Zoom back in the day when
MSN or something
MSN
like that.
or
Yeah.
when it wasn't Zoom wasn't a thing. And we had agreed to do it in person. We booked a location. We had the camera crew there. We're all there waiting. He's due to land. And then I got a message just saying, yeah, sorry, I can't make it. And that was the last I heard from him.
You've not engaged since.
No.
And now look,
But he's blown up. And credit to him.
He's
incredible.
on Bad Boys, all these films now.
He's in everything.
And that's so interesting because it's like when you book a speaker as well, you know, it's like sometimes, and as we go on this podcasting journey, we're going to book this studio and people are not going to show up.
Yeah.
And it ain't cheap.
No. And luckily we can talk for days, so we'll be fine.
Yeah, sure. But it's,
it's annoying.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
And Jay Shetty, if you're watching, you owe us an interview, I think.
He'll be like,
you
I'm
know,
Jay Shetty
I'm Jay
now.
Shetty now. You small fry. I blessed you by being in your book, you know. No, I'm sure he seemed like a nice guy at the time, but that's still a
bone of contention.
Yeah, I think you need to drop him a message. No, he probably doesn't message.
He probably doesn't have that phone number anymore.
Facts. But yeah, so early talent. We spotted that early talent. He was not doing.
He was doing things, but not like he is.
Not how he is.
Not the scale now. No.
There's levels to this.
Oh yeah. And he's definitely
like
up there.
That's a great example.
Thank you.
But then, like coming back to Raph, the same thing. You know, we was like, this is something great that you're doing. Like we can see this. We see. Let's get yourself out here. Work on your personal brand. Blah blah blah. And we were interviewing. We interviewed Alicia Dixon.
Yeah.
We interviewed so many people. I'm like, we'll just rock up to these random spaces. There was no podcasting studios.
Yeah, you're right.
We
hire some random
hired some random bars and clubs, and
offices,
we came with light and we came with sound.
Camera
It was a
team.
makeshift. It was a makeshift
You're
podcast.
Right. There wasn't podcast studios.
There was no
back
studio.
Then. Yeah. That's some faith we had right there.
Yeah, and we were spending money on these interviews, but we wasn't consistent. And
in fact, we had some hotel rooms and all sorts, right? At one point.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. We weren't consistent.
8 years ago.
And that is a lesson in business.
Imagine if we had done that consistently, where would it be now?
Crazy.
We've left millions on the table. Not hundreds of thousands. We've left millions on the table. But
so it goes sometimes. We're here
it
now.
bees like that sometimes. We still okay. But I think now
this is when people say you got that rich person laugh.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
I try to change my laugh. Do I have a rich person laugh at people? Do I? And I think now we have more clarity, more resources, more conversations.
Yeah.
Bigger network.
Heightened personal brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it feels like the right time.
Everything happens in its time.
Feels like the right time. And we're running our own race. You know, this filming now is not a chore. I feel like if we had tried to do it back then, it would have been very hard, although we'll be elite now. It's hard work because of the logistics and lack of studio and so on. But I feel like now we can do it quite easily. I'm not saying shy away from things that are hard, but I feel like now it just the time, just timing is everything. You know, and I'm really excited about. You know how excited I am about this. Long form content for the people, long form conversations. You're just smiling at me like, yeah, you crazy?
No, it's not. I mean, I know you're excited. In my head, I was like, you just haven't stopped talking about it. That was what was going through my head at this moment.
Yeah, I know.
And I feel like that's what happens when you're like excited by something. You are like all in.
Yeah.
I think that's the really interesting thing about you. Like once you decide you're doing something and you're excited, you're all in.
Yeah.
And you're just focused and you want to do it. And this is what you're going to do. And you're going to do it here. Like that determination is a real thing for you.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know if it's
it's not.
backhanded
It was
compliment
a
or...
compliment.
Okay, wasn't sure because
It's okay.
you'd be doing those backhanded compliments sometimes. Was that a rich laugh too?
No, that was I'm
was a
being
real
cheeky
laugh.
for no reason. Laugh.
So let's introduce ourselves for the people who don't know us, because
Mhm.
there may be some people who are coming onto here for the first time. And I'll let the Queen go first.
Hi everyone, I'm Bianca Miller Cole. I'm a serial award-winning entrepreneur, Sunday Times best-selling author, and personal brand expert. And I think the thing that defines me is my passion for people. Like, I think the one thing that has been consistent in my life is that I'm passionate about people. People, purpose, and profit. Like, I love
Triple
helping
P.
people understand their purpose, to find their purpose. And if it's in a, commercial, corporate capacity, purpose in their career. And if it's outside of that, then how do they use that purpose to make profit?
And I think there is a conversation to be had just about our journeys, because that's a 1 hour conversation each.
And but today you said you want to talk about Dubai. This was not the...
No, this is not the time for that one.
Okay.
Today we're talking about Dubai and our podcasting journey.
Okay.
We'll get the next one in. We'll talk about our personal journeys, the good,
Warts
the bad,
and
the
all.
indifferent, the uncle that said you're not going to do it. The
Poor guy. He's appeared in so many books. Hard times.
The friend that owes you money and doesn't feel the need to pay you back. I was thinking about that today because a few people owe me, just to digress, because a couple of people owe me money and I was like, yo,
Focus on yourself.
where my bread at? And then it's really interesting how people who, they know you got it, so they feel like
You don't need it back.
they don't need it. I don't need it back.
Yeah,
Rude boy.
yeah.
I need it back.
And whether I got it or not, I still need it
Still my
back.
money.
Yeah.
So
Let
there's
me
a whole
choose if I don't need
conversation
it.
about us and our journey and our lives. And I'll introduce myself to the people that don't know me. Dr. Byron Cole. Put some respect on my name, please. Serial award-winning entrepreneur, Sunday Times best-selling author with the 2 largest publishers in the world, 4 books co-written, a few more in the pipeline. And we've gone on an incredible journey to help thousands and thousands of people start, grow, scale, and develop their business. And I really enjoy the part of my job that allows me to negotiate all of the deals for you and our incredible speakers in terms of in a speaking capacity, for them, helping them become paid professional speakers and negotiating their deals. And when I look at sometimes, when we was networking yesterday and people were like, so what do you do? I'm like, it depends what hat I've got on what day. And because the level of skill that we have, the level of knowledge that we have in so many different areas and so many different fields, whether it's LinkedIn marketing, digital marketing, all these spaces, it's like, that's what we've been teaching this for all these areas, trademarking, brand protection, personal branding, awards, all these elements we've been teaching for so long. And it's like, just tell me what your problem is. I can just solve it for you. It's just probably easier that way. Okay, client onboarding. Okay, just tell me what your problem is. I'm just going to start saying that, I think. But in terms of who I am, what I do, I help people unlock their voice and unlock their potential so that they can communicate their message, their story, their journey on stages worldwide. And we'll talk about my journey and the pain and the experiences and all the other things for another day. Because that is an hour's conversation.
For sure.
My PA applied for something for me today and she was like, oh my God, I didn't know that about you. She was like, I was just sharing some of my past. She's like, that's so deep. It's like, and when I communicated it in the form, and I'll share a little bit of it now, it was like, when the doctors said to me to say goodbye to my sister. You know what I mean? Like, they don't really talk about it, because it's like there's a time and a place, but there's a whole story, like a whole real life and cause and effect as a result of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm looking forward to really dig deep into whatever episode that is about who we are, because that is going to be a powerful one. Yeah, for sure.
Sounds like you need a whole Byron episode for that one.
I mean, it's emotional, man.
No, for sure.
Like
the joke, I'm being serious.
Like the realness of life, of, I can go into it, but there's no point doing it now. But like the realness of the journey I've gone through from growing up in poverty to where I am now, you know, and whilst I haven't made it in my viewpoint, I'm still living an absolutely incredible life, and a life that when I listen to rap music, they're saying the things that I'm doing. So I'll be like, oh yeah. You know, when he starts saying, you know, the phantom's so big can't fit in the parking spot, I'll be like, oh yeah, I know how that feels. You know, so I'll be living through these raps sometimes. I'm like, oh.
I'll ask you if you feel like that's a life you were going to live when you were younger, but I feel like that's the conversation for another time. But
Yeah.
just briefly, like I know obviously our book's called Manifested Action. So,
Yeah.
but did you think you were going to be that person that was driving these big cars and stuff?
If I'm being honest, as a kid, I don't know if I really had those visions, like as a child, and I was always, when I look back at some of my skill sets or some of my behavioral patterns, I'm like, no wonder I am where I am. No wonder I am who I am. I'm like, that was so obvious, right? But I don't think I had the foresight because I don't think I had access to information like there is now. So like, your role models, when in my days, grey hairs, was only musicians and athletes, and we had Yo MTV Raps that came on once a week, and football match of the day, and you know
That was it.
where I lived, it was close to, I'll say this now, you know, Tottenham football ground, and I'm an Arsenal fan, but we would go to the football ground and we would get autographs of all these players. Like it was open. Even now, when I think about that, I don't know if it still is. I don't think it is, but you could just go there. And
during training time and just
and then when the players are leaving, they'll give you an autograph, and we used to just go there. It's crazy. So it's like that whole journey of life. Like I couldn't have.
Sorry to interject, but are you saying that you were getting autographs from Tottenham even though you're an Arsenal supporter?
Yeah.
Oh, just checking.
It was just part of the day. It's killing time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What did you do about it? To stamp on it?
It
Like, what was
it was just killing time. See, I didn't understand or appreciate the rivalry.
Oh, I see. Of course. Okay.
Yeah, I was a kid. But
you just knew that you supported a particular team.
Listen, my son will know that from the age of 3.
Wow.
Yeah. You don't cross the road for any other reason unless you see the ops. Tottenham fans. Don't get close to them, son. But no, on a serious level, it's like I didn't know the rivalry. I didn't understand it. And my point being is your role models were restrictive. So now I can see, I can visualize, I can see, I can dream, because I can see it's possible, not just for me, but for others, or others that have been where I want to go. Whereas I don't think that there was a lot of that then. You know, so I don't think when I was young, I was like, but when I look back, I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, I can see that play. You know what I mean? Like
the pattern.
I can see that pattern. I can see the behavioral patterns. And there's some random things that I did when I was a kid. And I'm like, that is mad analytical and really weird. But that's a conversation.
Breadcrumbs of success.
Yeah. And like, so much of this I've not really spoken
because
about.
I feel like when we have our Speakers Academy and I'm speaking to each person, I'm always saying to them, like, let's find that thread. And I think most people, if they look back, there's things that have happened to them repeatedly or that they started doing and it becomes that thread. But you don't always see it unless you do that reflection.
Absolutely. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about our journeys in depth and, you know, getting into trouble maybe in school and you talking too much and stories I've never shared. Like, I'm excited to share.
I'm excited because it's these stories I don't know. Or
yeah, probably.
Right, this is seriously unfiltered. Okay.
So we'll talk about that on another episode. So that's our podcasting journey, you know. And why do you want to do a podcast? Like, I want to know.
You want the honest answer?
Give us the real deal. Like, why do you want to do
it? For the money.
You're here for the money?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm quite a private person. I don't know if I have a desire particularly to share my life unfiltered. Yeah, I've been coerced to be here. No, look, I love having
you
I
know
like having conversations. No, genuinely, I like
Yeah.
having conversations with people.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to ask the questions that when I listen.
No,
and I'm, hold on.
you in for the money.
No, I'm in for the money. But like, I love listening to podcasts. And sometimes I'm frustrated when they don't ask certain questions. So I want to have those conversations and I want to ask those questions that I wish people asked when I would listen to podcasts. And I also think there are people doing it who are, let's say, I think sometimes they're not as good as I hope we will be. So,
Yeah, but people
So I
resonate
really
with
want
different
that.
people for different reasons.
I know that, but that's why I'm excited to have
I've got a
conversations with
long
other
list of
people.
reasons, like genuine
Okay,
reasons.
go. So mine was not genuine. Mine is genuine.
No, fine. Yours is genuine. Fine.
Okay.
So yeah, cool. The money. Yeah, let's do that.
Fine.
And that will take a long time to realize.
It's
you know?
okay. I'm in
But-
it for the long game.
Okay. Some selfish reasons as well, right? I feel like having a platform like a podcast gives you your own voice, which can be used for good and bad, right? And I feel like there's so many voices that some unheard voices that I want to have conversations with. So I know some rock stars who I would love to just have a real serious conversation with, and have a chat, yeah, fireside chat that not everyone will have access to, or not everyone will meet. We don't have enough weeks in the year to fill the amount of people we can have on this pod, right? Now, that audience now allows you to have a voice, to share your voice, to be a thought leader. And you know what? There's some dumb people out there in this world, right? Whether it be people you've done business with or whatever, respectfully. No, forget respectfully. There are some dumb people, right? That just need to be named and shamed, right? So I really want to have a conversation about some of those people. So, for example,
What?
you might just have it might just be I've got a really strange experience right now with B&Q, right? I want to talk about my experience. I want to talk about a customer who put a comment in my thing and be like, yeah, you've moved to Dubai for tax reasons. What? We'll talk about that in a minute, right? Some people say some dumb things. And I want to address some of those.
So you're
going
to put the dumb things on the screen and talk about
Yeah.
it? Is that your thing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Let's talk about that example of this guy who messaged was like, you guys have only moved to Dubai for tax reasons. First of all, let's address this. This is how I computed it in my mind. Right? I wish I'm going to find a clip.
You know the person?
I don't know the person like that.
And they went out their way to message you, email you, or message you
DM,
socials?
Instagram.
Okay, right.
So let me. As I started thinking about this, you're only moving to Dubai for tax reasons. First of all, you're acting like that is not a big enough reason.
Yeah, I mean,
First of all, it's not the only reason.
no, but it's a big
But
enough
it's a
reason.
big reason
Yeah,
that you're working a third of the month to half of the month
yeah,
for free,
yeah.
right? It's not the only reason we're moving to Dubai, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But it's a big reason. So here's how I started to compute it. I was like, why are they saying that? Then I started thinking to myself, they're in a position that they can never understand. They've never made an amount of money that losing from tax would make them
Wouldn't
feel
upset them.
any type of way. They have no idea. They're probably on welfare checks and benefits. Right? That's how I feel about it. Because any person that is forward thinking and progressive, they want to retain as much money as they can, yeah, contribute to the economy in various ways, which they do, for growth, for them and for everybody else. But when you're not getting that, it makes logical sense for you to question, well, hang on a second, I'm working half the month for this.
Yeah.
Right? So I was really, I want to have those conversations. I got this DM from this person. Look, what's the mindset behind the person that says something like that? Right? And because sometimes you're like, huh? There's always an attack. But, when it would appear, this moving to Dubai thing, which we're going to talk about, there's always an attack oh, yeah, you've moved to Dubai. It seems to have bothered a lot of people, right?
And it's interesting how many people is bothered, right? Because it's not just bothered that we're moving. I've seen loads of people who have moved
Yeah.
get attacked publicly in articles, and there's so many people moving, and people are still angry. And I can't see why they don't understand the reason why people have chosen to move.
I think, first of all, they're in a position that they can never move. They don't have the resources or the ability. The ability could be
In terms of
financial
qualification
reasons,
or wanting a job, wanting them.
quality in the market, let's call
Sure.
it demand in the market.
Sure.
So they can't relocate. Financially, they can't relocate. Various children reasons, family reasons, health reasons, whatever. They don't have the vision, the mindset. They can't leave. Now, we've been doing this half and half for the 5 years
Yeah.
before we left.
Yeah.
No one had a problem then.
No.
So for context, we've received variety amount of abuse recently about moving to Dubai. And we're like, oh, it's made us almost not post as much as we would about lifestyle and moving to Dubai. And because we're like, wow, like the noise of the few is always louder
Than the many.
than the
Yeah.
many, right?
And it's funny because we, as you say, have been living between London and Dubai for 4 or 5 years. No one cared. And the moment we start saying we're moving, suddenly the influx of abusive messages was crazy.
Energy changed.
The energy changed. And I wonder if it's just about timing. You know, everything in life can be about timing. Like, had we moved in the last 4 years that we've been dabbling with moving and living half and half, if we'd moved 2 years ago when everyone else wasn't moving, would people have responded differently? Is it because the UK is going through a challenging time, you know, economically and safety-wise, where people feel they're under pressure, that suddenly they're angry about it?
I feel like some
people
people
just angry?
feel like you're leaving them behind.
But they were okay about it for the last 4 or
But
5
you
years.
were coming back. You're still coming back.
I mean, I've been back 5 times since I've moved here.
We were back 3 days ago.
We're
We're flying again
We're flying
tonight.
again tonight.
We leave in 4 hours. Still got a pack.
Yeah.
And so that's 4 days back.
Mm.
3 days out. We fly to India for a talk for a client. Then back here.
Yeah.
What a whirlwind.
Well,
Now let's talk about Dubai. I think the podcasting's out the way. So I want to use it for having great conversations. I want to use it as a revenue stream. I want to use it for a platform to have a voice. And I think that there's so many people that we can also give opportunities to. Like there's some like great rock stars out there, or some people that just need a lift. I think we can give some great opportunities for. Of course, we have a certain type of guest that we will want to have on here that has done a certain amount of money, or has a certain amount of reach. There's some really crazy, wild, wacky people out here that are doing some crazy CIA operative level moves, and you're like, oh, I want to know about that. So what happened? Like, I want to know what happens in MI5. I want to know what happens in the building. Like, I just want to know. Obviously, probably not going to tell me, but
well, you hope they are. That's why you invite them.
yeah.
Otherwise, why are you here?
Why are you here, bro? Why are you here?
Why are you here? If you're not going to give us the
tea.
behind the scenes.
I want to know the tea. Show me the layout.
It's called Unfiltered for a reason. Show me the layout. That's wild. You're here for a reason.
Absolutely. So let's talk about Dubai. Let's talk about, first start with the end, and then we'll talk about our whole journey in Dubai. I'm going to ask you some hard questions maybe.
All right, go on. Go for it. I'm ready.
I've written some actual questions actually.
Okay.
But before we do that, I would like to know, first of all, tell the people what that moment was when we decided to move to Dubai. And then we'll go the backstory and we'll tell them all of our journey.
Yeah.
And let's have an honest conversation. And then I'm going to do some quick fire questions with you.
So the moment we suddenly decided this is it, we're done.
Where was it? Yeah.
Have you thought about moving to Dubai? Well, if you have, I want to help you to avoid some of the pitfalls of moving to Dubai without the right advice. Byron, we've been there.
We've been there.
We've made the mistakes.
We spent some unnecessary amounts of money, gone through some unnecessary things that cost you time, pain, stress. You go on a merry-go-round, and we know that you need visa. We know that you need your company set up. We know that you need your accounting. You know you're moving your assets from the UK to the UAE. All of that.
You need your tax advice, and you need someone who is proactive and understands your future trajectory, what you have planned, why you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, and can give you advice to help you on that journey so you can avoid unnecessary mistakes and unnecessary costs. So we want to introduce you to that person. We want to make sure that you know who to go to if you need support.
So the company that you need to reach out to for all your needs is called Alliance Street. And just say Byron and Bianca sent you, and they will look after you and treat you like a VIP. Contact them. The details are below. You will not regret this. We've used them ourselves. We've met with the owners. We have a great relationship with them. And moreover, they deliver. And in Dubai, you meet so many people, and sometimes you get a cheaper service elsewhere, but it ends up costing you way more in the long run. We don't want that for you. Go to them, make that your first point of call. Speak to them about all of your needs from moving from the UK to the UAE, and enjoy a smooth transition.
I don't know if we'd come back from somewhere. I don't actually remember the scenario, but all I know is I had some chest pain. And I called my doctor and said, yeah, I've got chest pain. And they said, okay, cool. Well, we don't have any appointments. And I was like, okay, cool. Should I be concerned? Because chest pain is chest pain. Like, if you Google chest pain, it's a problem. It's hardly ever like
positive.
And they were like, oh yeah, well, we're busy. So I had to really press them. And then they said, okay, we'll make an exception for you.
For your chest pain?
Yeah, for your chest pain. Come in. So I came in, and they were still a bit nonchalant about like, whatever, come in. Anyway, I went in, and then the guy, did whatever test he did and was like, yeah, you need to go to A&E. So I'm like, oh, so this might actually be serious. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll go to A&E. Anyway, called you. You were like, all right, cool, I'll come with you. So we went to
our
laptop,
local, pack the bags. We got to pack the laptop, my people. She's going to A&E.
Yeah, you know how long you're going to be there.
Pack your laptop.
Packed your laptop, got to A&E. They did, there was a long process. The room was packed. There was one vending machine in there. No, there wasn't a vending machine there, was there? Or there was one with one leg on it. I can't remember. It was a bad experience.
Drinks machine.
Drinks machine, yeah, nothing, no food in there, and it was all fizzy drinks. Well, we didn't want that. Anyway, we're in this waiting room. It's packed to the rafters. We've just about got a seat. And they're taking you one by one to do various things, do an ECG, do this, do that, whatever. Anyway, long story short, we're like 2 hours into this wait, and I call my private healthcare because we have private healthcare, and I'm thinking, surely they could have supported, like, cool. Anyway, call private healthcare, and they say, well, thanks for calling. I'm sorry to hear this, but yeah, we do have an A&E option, but the A&E option is in central London, and it closes at 6. At this point, it's like 5. We're not going to make it in time. We live in Surrey. We're not going to make it realistically in time to get to this A&E. So we're like, oh, well, we've got to wait it out. So while we're waiting, I'm like, I'm frustrated. If I'm honest, I'm frustrated that if I was in Dubai, I know I could have gone to a private doctor. I would have been seen. They would have tested the hell out of me. I would have had a solution.
You know as well, I think the frustration also comes from the unknown, right? Because when you get there, let's paint the picture. When you get there, you go in, you see a lady. She tells you to take a seat. 2 hours later, they call you into a room. You're like, oh, I'm being seen. I'm excited. It's just like this triage.
Yeah.
They take
you see a nurse.
You see a nurse.
And then the nurse said to me, male nurse, he said to me, oh, is a male nurse called a nurse? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, he said to me, yeah, like, oh yeah, I'm sorry you've been here so long. They're going to be a while. It's really busy today. I said, oh, is it always busy? And he said, yeah, people love being here. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, people love being here. Like, people come here, they get fed, they get, warmth and so on. I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, some people come here, they're drunk, they get, they're hungover, they get fed, and then they go back out and they come back the next day. I'm like, oh, like in my mind, I'm like, I just want to be out of here.
Can't wait to get out. It doesn't look too clean.
Yeah, and I'm feeling sorry for the guy because he's doing his best. Like, I'm not, in no way am I putting the NHS down, like in this scenario. I'm like, the guy's doing his best here. But he is then triages me as like, okay, go wait in the waiting room. You'll probably be another hour before you get seen by the next person. And then the next person.
We were there,
And
what,
it's like-
5-6 hours
Yeah.
at least?
And I think hour 4, I think we looked at each other and was like,
No, so to finish, to paint the picture, so B went in, I can't remember if I came in or not, and then came back out.
you walked to go to local M&S in the
So
hospital.
we had been to that hospital before because you were having your baby checks there.
Yeah.
And the entrance that we went in was not where the A&E is. And I remember that there was an M&S in the other entrance, and there was a vending machine in the other entrance that had sandwiches and some other bits and pieces. Whereas the vending machine where the A&E is only has fizzy drinks and drinks.
Which makes no sense.
Make
when
that
you're,
make sense.
You're sick. Why are you drinking?
Where the footfall is, first of all, there should be some facility because you're going to be there for
cafe,
5
tea
hours.
and coffee, anything.
Right?
Even from a commercial perspective to make money.
So then we're waiting. I go next door.
M&S is
M&S
closed.
is closed. The vending machine is behind the shutters in M&S. Like, who made
You
this
can't make
up?
this up.
Like, you could have just wheeled it
Just ahead of the
behind
shutters.
it. Oh my God. So we came back and we just looked at each other and we were just like, this ain't it.
This ain't it.
This is not how we want to live our life.
Mm.
And at that moment, we had been dabbling and flirting with the idea of moving, and we had looked at property, and we can go back there, and we had been serious about it, but we just didn't have. We just had the comfort of.
I mean, we were so not planning to move that we just bought a car.
Yeah, just bought a car.
Like, we just really had not planned to
Yeah,
move.
we had not planned.
Like, I feel like that's the best
the
biggest
best indicator that we had planned
was
to
not
stay.
planning.
We were like, we just bought a new car.
Yeah.
Bought the big G-Wagon.
Yeah.
So we were like not planning this, you know? And then that happened. We were like, you know what? This ain't living.
Yeah.
And then we just put everything in step. That was what, March? April time?
I have to say also though, Byron, that when we found out we were pregnant, you said, I should rephrase that. You know, people really hate when men say we are pregnant. So I don't know if I get away with it as a woman, but when we found out we were expecting.
Why is it not we?
Because you were not pregnant.
No, but we go through this together.
Yeah, no, apparently that's not a thing.
What?
Yeah. Anyway, so when we found out we were expecting, you could say expected but not pregnant.
I see. Why is that?
I don't know. That's what the women say.
We were definitely pregnant.
No, we were not. I was pregnant. Anyway, when we found out we were expecting, you did say early, if we have a boy, we're leaving.
Yeah, facts.
So I guess it was inevitable.
It needed something to happen to just boom.
I agree with you in principle, however, because now I'm reflecting on it. I'm like, it's ridiculous that we bought a car. We knew we was going to go at some point soon because I feel like the only reason we really came back was to have Ethan in the UK, surrounded by
family
and friends and loved ones. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have had him in the UK at all. We would have left soon.
Fair.
So I don't know what we were thinking, really.
Yeah.
If I'm honest about it, I'm like, now I look back, I'm like, that was dumb.
So let's talk about the whole journey, man, because the journey's wild. It's like...
Which bit?
Like we got to talk about from dining with billionaires to the whole thing, B. So let's paint the picture and give the story. 2020, pandemic. I remember...
Can I go one step back?
Go.
What year did we come when my dad was living here? Maybe 3 years before that?
16, maybe?
16?
Yeah.
We weren't married yet.
Then it
15?
it's before that then. I feel like 16.
Can't be.
Go on, keep talking. I'm going to find it.
Call it 2015, 2014. My dad was living in Dubai for a period, so we came to visit him. Back then, there was nothing. Like he was living on the like now, which is like world famous JBR strip.
There was no.
The JBR strip was not stripping. It was just
There was
a
nothing.
Hilton hotel. There was the other
It was dead.
posh hotel. I can't remember what that one was. And then there was his buildings. And I remember even one night we must have like walked down from his apartment and gone down to like KFC or something. That was all that was on the strip.
2014.
2014. See. Nothing.
And then we did our first F1 2016.
Yeah, so there was nothing there. But we fell in love with the country. Given it wasn't the sexy, luxurious country there is now, I mean, there was probably, arguably, if I'm reflective about it, there's probably stuff here. Maybe we just didn't Google.
No, think about JBR.
JBR was empty.
Right.
But Dad took us to the Armani back then. Remember the restaurant at the top of the Shard?
Yeah.
So we went there. Shard.
Where are you, sweetheart?
Burj Khalifa. We went there back then. Do you remember that?
I'm looking at pictures.
And Dad got us like a Rolls Royce to the airport.
No,
or was that you? You was never changed. And, but that was back then. So we fell in love with it. I remember coming back to the UK. Do you remember this, B?
Go on.
And saying to our friends, like, it's not somewhere you can move to if you're an entrepreneur. You need to have employment to get the visa. And I remember saying to all our friends, teachers, HR,
move now.
Move. Like if I was you, if I had a job, I'll be gone. They will pay you to leave. Like pay you to
so
come.
many pictures. I'm trying to find one that I can show the camera.
It. It's not
Go
that
on.
serious.
Go on.
Anyway, and they ignored us, of course. And but we didn't think we could ever move. Anyway, then 2016, we went back. Formula One. Is that Formula One year?
Yeah.
Went back Formula One, had a blast. I don't even want to talk about Formula One, but that was a blast.
No, we need to talk about it.
What about it?
No, let's go straight in. Let's talk about Formula One.
Well, don't worry about your phone then.
No, just talk about it.
What am I talking
I'm here
about?
still. Like, let's talk about Formula
We went to
One.
Formula One, it was crazy.
Do you know what, yeah? First of all,
We had paddock passes, didn't know what they meant. Is that the first thing?
First
of all.
Third of all, what?
Because now those paddock passes are what?
Someone sent me a message the other day, €4,500. I don't know if it was pound or euro, but call it one on one.
And we weren't paying that then.
And it wasn't paddock, it was just a 3-day pass.
We had like an almost like all access pass. We didn't really know.
We didn't know what it was.
That came. I don't know why. Why did we not know? We were just too busy enjoying life.
It was
We
like
were going from
Drake,
yacht party to yacht party, from Drake
Paris
to
Hilton,
Rick Ross
random
to
stuff,
Paris
Rick
Hilton.
Ross. We were living like rock stars.
Oh yeah, we saw Drake like 3 nights in a row.
Yeah, twice.
Do you remember we started realizing because he gave the same speech at every club night?
Do you know what that was? I think that was another year. There was another
Was
year.
it?
Yeah, I think because
Well,
we
the
came
year
back.
when we saw Drake a couple times, and he kept
Yeah,
saying,
that was another year.
"Guys, I don't want to go, but they want to make me go."
Atlantis brunch. I'm looking at photos. That was the first time I went to Atlantis.
And that was when we visited Dad, right?
Yes,
So
correct.
there was some things. We did find some things. then.
Yeah. That was all there was. If you walked along that
Yeah,
road,
there was
there was
nothing else.
nothing else there.
Crazy.
I'm
Anyway,
drinking champagne with my glasses on, by the way.
You what?
Inside Atlantis.
Your sunglasses on. That's not unusual for you. Anyway, so amount of times I'm like, B, why have you still got your sunglasses on inside? You weirdo.
I just came from outside. I'm sitting in a restaurant. This is different.
Okay. Is it? Did I not tell you the
Hey,
other
I'm
day to
looking
take your
fly, you
sunglasses
know.
off?
I wonder if they can see that. If you can zoom in on that,
No, you got that
boy.
silly privacy screen thing. I bet you can't see
Oh,
it.
you can't see nothing. Sorry.
Anyway,
Go on.
yeah, Formula One. Remember we heard Rihanna was on, so we just started walking
Oh, we had to get a
in the
bus as
direction
well.
everyone got.
We got a
We
bus
didn't
to
know
Rihanna.
what we were doing.
That was near Yas Marina area.
We went to that rich list
There's
party.
too much on this. We need to,
Anyway,
break
speed
it
up.
down.
No, go. So
Like,
speed up.
Like, go. I'm gonna break it because it was a serious.
That
They
year,
need to understand.
when we first
Talk about the
arrived,
boats.
I don't want to talk about being drunk because it's not appropriate because I'm a lady.
Like,
But let's talk about that first day when we arrived and you, because I was rolling with the boys, standard, and you guys were like, cool, we've arrived, get changed. We're going to the first party.
No, we're jumping. The gun.
That's the first night.
Let's talk about this, how full circle this is. I booked a hotel called
Yeah.
J5. Respectfully to J5. I don't know which group it is. I don't want to insult anyone in the future, but it was a bang average hotel, right?
Yeah. Decent.
Bang average, very
Decent
affordable.
4-star, 5-star, whatever.
So we tell the lady at the airport,
the taxi lady.
taxi lady, we're going to J5. How crazy is this?
Yeah.
She takes us to 5 Palm.
Palm.
Who now, of course,
Yeah.
you have had some extensive work with.
Yeah.
We've done they've hosted us for our book launches, great relationships with various people in that business. What a full circle moment that is. Because we get there.
The funniest thing about that is when we pulled up, I'm like, oh, B, is this what you booked?
I'm like, yo, what's this?
Okay.
So we're looking at this building. We're like, oh, wow. This is
wow.
nice. I wish they can do a side by side here and put J5 and put 5 Palm, right?
And we got out of the car and we're like,
And I'm like,
and then you're
I'm
like,
scared.
nah,
I'm like,
nah, B, I never,
ain't
nah.
it.
For this price point, this
No
ain't
way.
it, B. So then we say to her, can you take us to the, you've taken us to the wrong destination.
Yeah.
Take us to the correct hotel.
Yeah.
And she says no.
She says no.
And drops us off on the high street, on the highway.
We're basically on 5 Palm, on the strip.
On the other side of 5.
Yeah. And then she just dropped
us off in the middle of the road.
And
crazy.
That's
with
crazy.
Our suitcases.
With our suitcases.
Yeah.
And then it's really interesting because then we went to the hotel and it wasn't in town where all of our friends were staying.
It was on Sheikh Zayed Road. But
But our friends were staying like, these swanky hotels.
Yeah, your friends are swanky, yes.
They were staying in all these. It's so interesting when you look now of the journey as well.
That we're quite budget or that they're swanky.
It's almost like...
Because no one's going to think you were budget, Byron. No, everyone's going to assume it was me that booked it.
No, I'm always logical in my purchases, right? Things have to make sense.
Okay.
And if you look at the trajectory of us and our friends and what we are doing and what they're doing, and it's so interesting kind of how it kind of
fair enough
moves, right?
Fine.
But we're staying in this J5 hotel, and we travel via taxi every day to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
For partying.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
And that was your crash course into getting ready fast. So I think you should speak on that.
I mean, I don't think it was my crash course. I'd already done The Apprentice by that point. But it was my crash course on trying to roll with the boys. And the boys don't plan to eat when they go out.
Or they don't plan what time we're going.
Plan what time you're going. They're just like, hey, we're leaving in 10 minutes. Get ready. I'm like, 10 minutes? Then, hey, I'm like, guys, can we get food? They're like, yeah, we'll get food on the way.
That was just one
We're on the
time.
way. Yeah, but it was the first night.
Sure, we didn't get food.
We go to get food. We're on the way. No, we didn't get food because what?
I think I was like, there'll be another opportunity.
Yeah,
or
and there wasn't.
There wasn't.
We're on the motorway, and I'm like, there's Burger King there, but I was like, we're not eating that. We need to get something. So it was one of the fast food chains. We need to get something sensible. We get to the venue. There's nothing else sensible on that journey. So we end up without food, drinking in the club.
Yeah.
I was in a fetal position till the next morning. It was terrible for me.
I remember.
Yeah.
But I
was fine the next day.
You learn fast as well when that call comes in, because it's like, boys, it's not that we don't plan, but the opportunity to get into certain places or to do certain things in certain ways comes fast.
I feel like the next morning I was up at 10, 9 or whatever time it was, and you were like, great, wake up, we're leaving in 10 minutes, we're going to the next party.
We were doing it all. We were going to all the spots.
We was doing the day party, the night party, the day party, the night party. We were sleeping in the taxi on the way home. We were serious.
It was crazy.
A great experience.
Great experience. And I don't know if it's like that now. I've not been in a few years because we went 3 years back to back.
I think so, yeah.
And the marina where all the yachts were.
Yeah.
We had the marina passes.
The Yaz Island.
Yeah, and we had the marina passes, and which allowed you to essentially go to
the yacht parties.
Yeah. And it was almost like an open forum. I don't know if it's like that now.
Yeah, probably not.
But it was just like, come.
Yeah.
And not everyone can get down there.
No.
You know what I mean?
We didn't know. That's what we were almost going around with our passes trying to work out what we could get into or not get into without having any information.
Why didn't we ever go to the paddocks? Like, it was such a waste.
We just didn't know. I don't know. Why didn't we? I don't know. It was a great time, though.
And I think the brand doesn't exist now. I think they had some challenges. There was a brand called Rich List.
Yeah.
And,
great parties.
It was like...
2 years ago.
We had a great time there. Great views of the thing. It's got our music. It's got the entertainment.
Great.
And then I remember the second time, though. No, the third time. That was the third time. We'd spent so much at that point. I remember we bought some drinks. We bought some drinks. And I remember the drinks were so expensive. You have to really check your whole life.
It was was it like £50 for a rum and coke?
It was like £50, yeah, it's like £50.
And we were like, nah.
It was like, this don't make no sense.
Nah.
But I remember they were like, You went there in the morning. We had the day pass. Then the man came round, was like, okay.
Yeah, 5 o'clock. He
was like, okay, yeah, you have a day pass? You want to pay again?
please leave.
Like, what?
And the women were allowed to stay. So me and your friend's missus at the time, we stayed.
But no, do you remember we went?
True for
That
that.
was when I just had exited to the business, and the guy was in town. You remember?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So the purchaser of the business, my business, was in town, and he was happy, or whatever. He was in Dubai. I think that might have been third year, and he was in somewhere called, what is it called, Space, something like that. And I remember seeing my bank statement. I was like, what the hell is this place? and and yeah, of course, I'm gonna Google it. And we left because it was Rick Ross performing at the first place we was at. And then we had some of our rich friends coming. And I can't remember, we were just at that point, just tired of the place. And we was like, we're going to the other place.
Yeah.
So we went to the other place. We had the table sorted. Because we had gone there, I think we'd gone there the day before.
I don't remember.
It was chaos. Anyway,
so
Formula One.
That's our journey into Dubai.
Absolutely incredible. We've had some absolutely incredible experiences. I think we've been priced out of the market now.
Yeah, because
I don't think we would spend that level of money on that because we've had the experience. I'd like to go. Let me not put that like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'll go,
if someone else pay for it.
but I'm not spending that money on it because as well, for women it's different, but for men as well, I think to enjoy
because that only gets you in, right? It doesn't cover any drinks or anything, or does it?
No, you still got to buy your.
No, but I'm saying,
table.
does that $5,000 ticket, does that include?
No. Oh no,
I bet it includes some beverages.
Let me
and
look
stuff.
and see what you sent me. I think it did actually. Right?
Yeah.
I think it did include.
I think it has to at that level.
Yeah, I think it did. To be fair, let me find it. So, go on, keep talking. I'll find it. Okay, VIP. Oh, I found it already. VIP package. Cipriani. Remember Cipriani? Cipriani access included. Concert included. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No. VIP parking, 1K per day. That's £200. Right, for context for the people. So if you go on a Friday or Saturday, it's not clear if this is each per day, but it says 4,000.
But Cipriani isn't even on the track. That's in the Yas Marina bit, no?
No, it's not on the track.
Yeah.
It's before.
Yeah.
It's in a little bit. Yeah. So, okay, here's the one that the official email I got because he sent me some random note, right?
That's how we ended up with the last set of
respectfully
tickets.
to my boy. He organised it before, to be fair.
Yeah, no, I know, but that's why we didn't know what it included.
Yeah, sure. So this says Grand Prix. Okay, cool. It's 3-day access with unobstructed views. Same area as last year. So unlimited food and drinks. Entry to after race concerts. €5,750 per ticket. So sure. But you know what, yeah? They know how to take your money, right? They're professionals. Everywhere here in the promised land. Professionals are taking your money, yeah?
They give you an experience in return.
So they'll say to you, you have unlimited food and drink. There's no table, there's no nothing, right? So then they'll say, okay, guys, you're just over there. Stand up all 6 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, there's this beautiful table right here.
Yeah.
And you can see the views unobstructed. There's no one there. And no one else can come in this area as well. And we'll bring the drinks and food to you. But it's a minimum spend of €3,000. Do you want this space? And you're with 6 friends.
And on the day, the sun is shining.
The music's going. You're like, oh, I don't want to stand there or don't want to stand there.
Nearby.
And then, bing. Before you know it, so now you're 3,000 down already.
And also you paid for that ticket
you paid
long
for the
ago,
ticket.
so you've forgotten about it.
So if there's a group of 4 of you, that's £20,000.
Crazy.
Right? They better give you unlimited food and drink. And I don't know what the food is like. I don't know this. I don't know who this brand is. Right? So, I don't know the experience essentially. Right? But they better make it good food because sometimes these buffet style foods are not that great.
Yeah.
It better be good food.
Arguably, I think the standard of buffet here is
high.
Is high.
Yeah. So 5,000.
Anyway,
Call it $5,000.
So Formula One.
Would you do it $5,000?
No. Formula One.
Is it because you've done it 3 times?
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's probably because I've done it 3 times and then there's a fear you might go a 4th time and it not be as good and you just spend $5,000.
For me as a man, I just think of it as a cash loss.
Yeah, well, so do I as a woman.
Because I'm just like, I know the guys I'll be rolling with, they will get, their mind won't be their own.
Yeah, they get bottles and stuff, don't they?
They were like, they be in the moment. You know, the chica be walking past. The music's going.
For those of you listening, Byron's doing weird hand gestures about moving side by side.
Right? Now all of a sudden, yeah, the bottles be coming. Why are you looking at me? You with the 4 bottles.
That's like it's a split the bill.
Split the bill that way.
Yeah.
But
you always look like the bill payer. They always bring the bill to you. Hard time.
Why do people always bring me the bill?
Yeah, you look like a respectable gentleman.
Even when I don't ask for it.
I know.
They bring it to me.
Hard times.
I'm like, why? Why me?
Why you?
But anyway, so that experience for me as a man, and I always ask my friends if they go every year. That experience is a £15,000 to £20,000 experience.
Are you including flights and accommodation?
No,
and stuff?
That's 2 days at Formula One.
15 to 20 each. No, it's not.
Are you okay? Let me ask you a question. You won't know the answer, but let me ask you the question. What is a table cost in the average club in Dubai?
Would you like me to hazard a guess?
Hazard a guess. Just
I'm
on
gonna
an average club.
Average club?
Yeah.
What's an average club? Like a...
Okay, no, let's be a bit more context then, because this is not an average night.
Yeah.
Let's say somewhere like Blue, whereby
I'm going to go...
it's a big night.
How many people... Okay, let's
it's
go...
a Rick Ross
let's
performance.
Go 2 to 4K.
Okay, cool. So it will start at 20K dirhams for about £4,000.
Fine.
Yeah? But by the time you've done 2 bottles, that money done anyway, yeah? So you're probably spending £6,000 to £10,000.
Right. Divided between potentially 4 guys.
Yeah? 4 guys.
Plus random with girls and whatever.
Who
are not paying.
They're not
I
paying no
understand.
money. Yeah?
So 4, yeah.
So to put it into context, when you're doing F1, that is the venue's time to spank you, and not in a nice way. That is their time to be like, yalla, bibi. They're like, I've been waiting for you. So now you're going to do table in Cipriani. Then you're going to go to Formula One. Then you're going to go to, do a table there. Then you're going to go to the after party because Drake was at the after party, or whomever was at the after party. So you've done 3 events in one day minimum, and you're doing that to 2 to 3 days. So even if you say each experience is, as a man, £2,000 minimum, you still got to eat dinner too, and the dinner spot, you still got to spend the money.
Fee.
It's emotional damage.
Yeah.
If you're not coming to spend,
don't come.
Don't come. If you're not willing to put £15,000 minimum, someone tell me.
If you really think about this, right? As I appreciate what you're saying, and I'm not suggesting it's not true. But I believe you. I don't need proof. I don't need proof. I don't need proof. What I was about to say has got nothing to do with proof.
Go.
Who?
Yeah.
You really think about it. It's like, who has got that sort of
people got that disposable income.
Yeah, I get, but it's crazy.
We were having a chat yesterday with one of our friends. They're making £40,000 a month from posting
still,
on one platform on social media. Facebook.
Fine. It's still crazy money. Like when you really put it in perspective.
Yes, it is.
It's an experience. Yes,
it is. But then also, you've bought a handbag for £15,000.
Yes, and that handbag is going to last me a lifetime, or can last me a lifetime.
The memories will last you a
and
lifetime
could get
too.
passed on to my
I'm going to tell my
son's wife.
I'm going to tell my son's wife.
I was going to say my children, but I've only got a boy. I don't want him to carry a bag around. So I was like, his wife, if I don't like
what about
her,
the nanny?
I sell it. What?
Give it to the nanny.
No, the bag will appreciate its value. It's okay. I can sell it. It's an investment. That is not an investment.
Of course it is.
But it's a good time. I don't doubt it's a good time.
It's an
I'm just
investment
saying,
into your,
some
into your,
people are making that a year. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's really, you have to be honest. That's crazy.
They don't
like,
live in
I
Dubai
know
and that.
it's crazy that I can spend it on a handbag. I get that. But I'm saying that's crazy. Some people's making that in a year. People spend it on a night or 3 nights. But it's all, it's a life, it's an experience. So it's okay.
I need to put a call in.
I don't think so.
You don't think I should?
I mean, you can if you want, but it's unnecessary. We agree with you.
We agree.
Who are you calling? Why are you calling them? I agree with you. I'm just saying it's
20K
crazy.
budget, and then you're probably going to do, flights and accommodation.
Yeah, I get it.
So 25K.
That's why I asked you if you included flights and
No,
accommodation.
that's just enjoyment on the ground.
It's hard out here. It's not easy being a man.
It's not easy being a man.
Yeah.
And the chicas will come and help you enjoy your bottles.
Yeah, but you want them around.
Yeah, it's fair.
They
The man
serve
don't
their
want it around.
purpose, and so that's fine.
It's true.
I don't think, men want to be like, oh, but the girls are coming to enjoy. You
You
wanted
want
the
them
girl there.
Yeah, fair.
You don't want to be hanging out with a
Fair.
group of men. So that's what are you talking
Fair.
about? Yeah.
It's a cause and effect.
Everyone has their place.
Their purpose in life.
Right.
So it's not heavy on my list to go back unless it makes sense, or I don't know. But you know what though? Maybe I'll put this out there now. Maybe we do our next maximum achievement summit around F1 time, and we hire a yacht, and we pay that, because that that whole experience is probably.
That yacht mooring situation is probably still.
Well, maybe we don't have to do a
comparable in price
private yacht, but
point.
maybe we do that as part of the experience.
I'm sure still could. So you think you can? So rather than getting F1 tickets, you think you can get yacht mooring tickets?
No, I think that's going to be too expensive. I don't know what the cost is, but I would probably say it's probably better to get that yacht party experience. There'll be someone selling tickets somewhere to allow you to access a yacht or boat, and that's where you have that's where you watch the Formula One.
Okay, Byron, I'm happy to try it out this year. Please provide my yacht mooring party experience. I will do it as homework.
So what happens if I get an invite and you don't? Seeing as we experienced the last couple together.
It's not unusual in your life.
I'm talking specifically about F1.
This is like yesterday when we went out and you said my introduction to your group of new friends was, this is my wife, she doesn't go out much. The fuck? How is one supposed to respond to that? Not my wife. She looking after our kid.
Because you don't get out much because you're looking after the baby and looking
You
after the house.
didn't say that, did you? You said, this is my wife, she doesn't go out much. That's probably why, Anyway, can we move on to how we ended up in Dubai?
There's so much to unpack. And,
yeah, but you can't spend 3 hours on this. Can you?
All right, so we've done Formula One. I want to talk about your journey to working with Five.
Have you thought about becoming a speaker? Well, I have been speaking on stages all around the world for over 13 years for some of the biggest clients in the world. Facebook, PwC, Accenture, Tesco's, Adidas, Apple, Google, the list goes on. But what sets me apart from other speakers is the fact that I am an open book, and I want to share with you the steps to becoming a paid professional speaker. And we can share that with you over 2 days in our Self-Made Speaking Academy, where we will share with you how to create your speech, how to understand your niche, how to market yourself, how to find clients, and ultimately, how to get paid. If that sounds like a bit of you, make sure you look at the link below and you'll be able to join us on our next academy. Before we get to that, let's talk about, okay, that's
I want to know how you became a director.
But that aside, great story, but let's talk about pandemic.
Go.
2020
Oof.
hits.
Oof.
We are in lockdown.
Oof.
Overnight, I'm booked up for speaker bookings that year. Overnight, I'm getting email cancellation after email cancellation. Bianca, we can't do this event anymore, whatever. 6 figures gone. Obviously, you go into a little bit of a panic, right? Like, this is real.
You didn't show it well.
I didn't show it well.
Oh, you didn't show it like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it is what it is, isn't it? What can you do? Everyone's in lockdown. So anyway, fine. That's the story for another day about pivoting and stuff. That's not what this particular conversation is about. But what happened was after maybe lockdown 3, because we're just talking about Dubai today, we were like, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Dubai because it was the country that was open.
It was lockdown like 2.0 when Boris said just before Christmas,
Yeah.
it's going to be locked down. And
Yeah.
I remember
We looked online. We said, where's open? In fact, we didn't even need to look online. Social media showed people in Dubai living a good life.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Yeah.
So that was our first experience of booking 5.
Yeah.
So we booked 5 because they had a special deal, which I think was like all inclusive or something.
No, it was 5 JVC we stayed in first. It wasn't
Did we?
5 Palm, yeah. It was JVC.
So we went back twice in the pandemic then.
Yes, it was JVC. Do you know why I remember? Because I didn't know JVC was a party hotel. I don't think we didn't. We didn't book the hotel.
Are you sure we hadn't been to 5 Palm first?
No, because we would have known. I don't think so.
5 Palm, you don't hear the music from your room like that, though.
No. It was JVC. It was JVC.
JVC first.
Yeah, I think it was JVC first. No, definitely, because we hadn't booked. I'm not sure. I believe it was JVC first because we didn't know there was a Palm. I believe we don't know there was a 5 Palm when we went to JVC.
No, of course we did. We'd already had the 5 experience of being dropped off at the wrong hotel.
Yeah, but I didn't even know the name of it still.
We knew it was called 5 because it was like it was the wrong hotel.
Only years later. I think, because I remember we didn't book our accommodation.
No, that's another time.
Was that the second time?
That's another time. We didn't book it till we was in the airport. That's a different time.
That maybe that's the second lockdown. You're right. There was two lockdowns.
I feel like first lockdown we went to 5 Palm.
We went to 5 Palm. You're right.
That
was the second lockdown.
Palm.
You're right.
So we booked Palm.
Yeah, it was Palm.
They had a deal. Was it like 5 for 7
it
or
was
something,
like,
or all inclusive,
it was like
or
4 nights for 3? It was like
4 nights
all inclusive.
or something, all inclusive.
Yeah.
So we was living our best
It was 5
life.
Palm. You're right. It was 5 Palm.
Eating great food. All inclusive food was exceptional. The drinks were great. We were in the pool. We're like, this is how lockdown should be.
Yeah. Didn't have much work because people
didn't have
But we changed. We pivoted.
We started doing our mentoring online.
So we're still working.
Okay, cool. Then I think we might have come back again and done JVC Palm 5 JVC.
Yeah.
But then we decided to stay. That's what happened. I think we was there and we were 2 weeks into the holiday, I think. And we were like, why are we going back? We were going back for.
Because they had extended lockdown.
Yeah. We were like, what are we going back for?
Yeah.
So I think then I was writing for Forbes.
Yeah, you was.
And so I decided I was meant to write about business and entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me write about my experience of becoming a digital nomad.
Yeah.
Like now I've pivoted my business, all my stuff's online.
I hope you tell the real part of this story as well.
I'm going to tell it. Let's see
You've
what
never
happens.
shared it before.
Well, it's unfiltered now, right? So
I wonder if the owners, they don't know that either. And I think they don't care probably.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm like, okay, cool. Well, we're now digital nomads. We are literally living out of our suitcase. We've got our laptop. We're still running our business remotely wherever we are. And by this point, had we traveled to like
No, we hadn't done the traveling
Greece
yet.
and all that stuff yet? No.
No, I don't think so.
So we were like, okay, cool. We're digital nomads now. What's this nomadic lifestyle going to be like? I'm like, I'm writing for Forbes anyway. Let's see what we could do. So I think it was probably your idea. So it's probably your fault, really, if you think about it. You were like, let's see.
Or blessing.
Yeah. So you were like,
it's been a blessing.
Cool,
Has it been a blessing?
Not blessing all day,
100%.
all day long. You were like, let's see if we can get any hotels to allow us to stay there, and you can write about the experience of working from each hotel.
Entrepreneur mindset,
fully. This is gonna get me in trouble. Anyway, whatever, cool.
You don't work for them no more.
Yeah, it could get worse.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, and they're paying you like £10. Anyway, so I'm writing these articles, literally writing the articles about my experience. I'm not being paid to write them.
Correct.
I'm literally just going from hotel to hotel, writing about my experience as a digital nomad, working from those hotels, and the experience of meeting different types of people, which ones are more business savvy in hotels, whatever. Anyway, we've got all these hotels lined up. We're staying at the Me. We're staying at
we did a tour. I didn't even know.
Intercontinental.
We stayed everywhere.
We went to Fujairah.
We went everywhere.
And we were like living. It was 2 nights. Each hotel gave you 2 nights max.
It was like 2. Get out.
So we were
like in and out.
In and out. Anyway, one of the hotels we happened to stay at was the 5. So we'd already been there before.
Yes, this is our second time.
Right, it's our second time back.
Now
Different experience.
we were VVIP.
VVIP. Before we came up, we was just
regular.
Bianca and Byron.
Regular.
We were just
still for love though.
1, 2, 3.
But now we came back as VVIP.
When we came back, suddenly there was someone at the front, outside in the valet. Did we even get picked up by a 5 car?
Yeah, they
I think
picked us
so.
up.
Picked us up. Someone's out there. They whisk us to our room. We get
Check-in in the
checked
room.
in the room. We're getting food, drinks, everything, right? And an exceptional experience. Wrote about that experience. Just this was my experience. Like, again, I wasn't being paid by them. Wrote the experience. Anyway, Forbes didn't like that, did they? Forbes did not like that.
And it's funny how you spoke about every other hotel, they didn't care.
Yeah.
But when they spoke about
5,
five,
there's a problem.
it was a problem.
Yeah.
Now, for context, at the time, the hotel, who is now you've done lots of work with, the owners and so on and so forth, board of director, etc. They were getting bad press, and
But I didn't know that.
you didn't know that.
No.
And
So I just wrote an honest review
Correct.
of my experience.
Correct.
Yeah.
we didn't know they were getting bad press. And even now on the other side, when I've seen some of the footage, it almost looks like it was orchestrated in some instances. I don't know if you've ever seen
What was the bad press?
Yeah, some of it. I don't know if you've seen some of the incidents, let's call it. But it looks almost coerced. I don't know if you've seen it, but anyway,
Okay.
I've seen it on the other side. Anyway, so you wrote about it.
Wrote about
They
it.
didn't
Honest
like.
review.
They didn't like it.
Forbes didn't like it. 5 did.
Of course.
So I got invited.
So you got in big trouble,
Yeah, I got in big trouble with Forbes.
which resulted in.
I got fired as a writer. I mean, to be frank, to put into perspective, guys, you get paid like £10 an article, £20 an article or something. It wasn't like a big deal to me, but it's a nice credibility piece, isn't it? Writing for Forbes. So I fought for it because I was like,
You're
told me to
genuinely.
write. And the thing is, I had asked for approval in advance of writing these articles from the editor.
Yes.
I said, I want to write about the series of being a digital nomad because this is relevant to the current pandemic we're in, and this is the experience I'm having. Can I write about it? They said yes. I did
But
it,
you know how
and then they
deep
didn't
this
like
story
it.
is, right? When you look at this and you're like, you wrote an honest experience about a company that was doing great things, was getting bad press at the time. The owners saw the article,
Yeah.
and we have a mutual friend who was working with them, who's a friend now, who we're going to get on the pod, who's killing it in Dubai with events and other businesses, said they want to meet you.
Yeah. So they invited us. They're like, yeah, the CEO wants to meet you. Invited us to this beach party they were having. And I just thought it was just going to be like
Which
a casual,
is now massive.
Yeah, Bohemia. I thought it was a casual, like, oh, hey, whatever. They were like, hey, thank you so much for the article. We love the article, blah, blah, blah. Here's your table. Suddenly we got this table. We had a massive bottle of champagne. Just the two of us. We're like, what are we going to do with this alcohol and stuff? And they were like, yeah, anything you want, just order it. We're like, okay. And then I'll be honest with you. I'm probably missing a hole in my brain of what happened next. But I just know somehow we maintained that relationship.
They were introducing us to various people. We met the other brother, the other guy who sold his company for 993 million.
Yeah.
You might as well call it a billion.
Billy, yeah.
And we met him and his wife. And
Went to dinner
we
with
were just like,
them.
they didn't invite us to our house.
Yeah.
We wasn't sure if it was on some Diddy business now when they got back, you know.
Wow, you said that out loud. Crazy.
Only now when I look back, it sounds a bit weird when I say it. Like, yeah, they invited us to their house.
Why is that weird?
I guess
For a
because
barbecue. They invited us to a barbecue. Is that weird?
it wasn't a barbecue with loads of other people,
No, it's just us.
right?
We're nice people. We're likable.
We are. But I always ask myself sometimes, there's this like scale of people that you kind of are connected with, right? So, you know, when you reach a certain level, you meet up with your link, you know, and there's certain conversations that you have. I can't understand. I can't communicate at certain conversations that they have. For example, when we had New Year's with them, yeah, and I think you should share this story about their bet because
So you share it. You started the story.
people might believe me because it's like we were at New Year's and we've spent the last 3-4 New Years with them now. A couple of billionaires there, and I remember B always says to me, Byron, you're so quiet around like these guys and blah, 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 blah. Like, you're not normally this kind of quiet person. And let me share one of the reasons why. These guys were having some banter about who can cycle the furthest. And when they were having this banter around who can cycle the furthest, they said, and whoever loses is going to lose their jet. Rude boy. I got no business having any conversation in those conversations. Mind your business and keep quiet in the corner, okay? This is big boy conversations.
Fair.
Small boy. What are you talking about?
Fair.
So I'm a student of the game. So I'm like, you know, I can still be me. I can still hold my corner. I can still hold my conversation.
Yeah,
I've
sure.
achieved some things in my life.
But not, yeah.
But
fine.
I'm a student. I'm listening. I'm paying attention. I'm just being a good human still. And they like us. There's been
Sure.
good vibes. They always invite us. We've upgraded now from just being a part of the after party to we're not quite for dinner yet.
Sure.
Yeah, for the early dinner.
But you get some, yeah, fine.
But we've now upgraded, so we get the
dinner, the party,
the dinner, the party, after party. We haven't got the first
and the
bit yet.
fireworks.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it shows the journey as well.
We're at the so somewhere between that first article and I think we used 5 for our summit. So we had our events.
Yes. So we brought value. I think it's important to bring value.
Yeah.
We brought 50 people.
Yeah, to the hotel. We had our event 5 days at the 5 hotel. Created a phenomenal event, phenomenal feedback. People loved the hotel, you know. So there was that.
You got to talk about that quote.
Then
from Kabir when we were pitching this event opportunity, and I remember we were pitching it to one of the owners, and we were like, we want to bring people here. We're going to do this. We were selling our little socks off, and at the time, I don't think we quite knew that. This was the founder.
Sure.
I don't know if we quite knew.
No, I think we were pitching to the CEO. We didn't realize the founder. Yeah, sure.
And I remember he came in. He's got like an energy around. He's a cool, calm, suave kind of guy. You know, softly spoken. And he said, he's just like, guys,
it's okay. We're gonna do it because it's the right thing to do.
Like, what? And this is going to cost them some money. I think it was going to cost them some money. I think there was a contribution or a discount or something they was giving us.
I think, they were going to help with some of the logistical
it was going to cost them money.
We were still paying
for
20,
it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But it was like...
But had we had the book launch by that point?
No, they hadn't done the book launch yet. Because how the book launch happened was we put that quote in the book.
Oh, yeah.
And then we gave it to him.
Yeah.
We were like, you got some gems, man.
Yeah. We gave him a book.
Yeah. We were like, we just wanted to give this to you because you're just a G.
And he was like, oh, you have a book. You have a book launch here.
And he goes, are you having a book launch? And we're like,
no, we don't know anyone.
No. And he's like, you're having it here and we're putting on the spread.
Yeah.
Like, think about that as levels.
And when we had it was a ballroom.
A ballroom. We didn't know.
With a massive cake with the book on it. And so we didn't even know we were like, we don't know anyone.
we worked hard. To get
the people in the room.
Circa 100 people in that room.
Yeah, and we had a panel.
We had billionaires on the panel.
We had
people that own
on
islands on the panel. And do you know what?
But again,
I think this is just about being.
It's just relationships. We were just
genuine
giving
people.
Yeah. But we were the biggest 5 ambassadors.
We were unofficial ambassadors. Let's have it right.
Yeah.
Let's have it right.
We flew ourselves and paid to go to their...
They opened a new branch in
Zurich. We were like, we're going.
We're like, cool. This is before any money exchange.
Yeah.
We're ambassadors. We got on a plane. We flew to Zurich, which is a mad expensive country.
Yeah,
by the way.
crazy.
And we went and stayed there. And we didn't know. We didn't ask for nothing. We didn't know if it was going to be comp or anything.
We paid for it.
We paid for the hotel, but I think they comped the food.
Yeah, I think we got... No, they did.
No, the food, they comped the food.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, fair.
But we didn't know because we
just ordered what we ordered.
We were ordering. We were ordering just normally.
Yeah.
And then they comped the food, but we paid for the hotel.
Sure.
So we were brand ambassadors.
But again, no expectation.
We were
just
being good people and good relationships.
And we just see them around. We'd go to some events. Again, we Christmas, we spent there, but we paid to be there.
We paid every time.
Chris's event.
Every time.
We paid every time. And we would happen to bump into them sometimes.
When we get Chris on the pod, we got to talk about that Christmas, you know.
Even remember we was there for Christmas and then we saw them down on the balcony below.
Yeah, they were beside us.
Partying. Yeah. No, remember on the balcony below.
No, I don't. But
They was
they
on the
they
they
also
was
had
near the
dinner
pool,
beside us.
and we was up. No, that's different year. That's
Different
New
year.
Year's. We was on the upper deck at the Chinese restaurant
with Ed and that.
with Ed and that, and then they were on the
Yes,
boat.
I
We were just
remember.
waving at them.
I
We
remember.
just paid to
And then
be
people
there.
were jumping in the pool.
Yeah, we were just
I
paying
remember
to
that.
be there. We wasn't like a
Yeah, we were ambassadors.
yeah.
So then
Anyway,
talk
should we
about,
get to the because yeah, this is a long conversation. Who knew this was gonna take so long?
this is what I'm saying. It's
I go
proper
on.
real life. Like
Yeah.
there's things we don't talk about that is like you didn't see
Yeah.
how this opportunity came. You didn't see the work we put in because we invested money.
Mm.
We flew around the world to try their brand out, promote their brand, and just be good people.
Yeah.
You
For
lost
sure.
opportunity. You lost opportunity. So then, talk about it. Talk about how the
I don't know
opportunity-
if I can. I don't know.
Okay, sure. You might not be able to say.
Yeah, I don't know. To be fair,
Okay, you might be
all I
contractually
know is it was
non-disclosure.
just I can't remember, so I'm sure.
But you had a
I need
phone
to check
call.
it. All I know is I was shopping for a handbag.
Yes.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
It was 2 days before my birthday,
Yeah.
and I just heard bring bring. Do you know my phone ringing sound? It was
Do you know what
really good.
you was gonna do a voice impression? I could see that.
No, I was not.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely not. That is crazy. No.
A manly voice.
No, just bring ring. And then it was like, yeah, I need you to write us a proposal for this opportunity. And I was like, okay, cool. And it's like 22nd of December because I feel like I was buying myself a bag for my
Yeah.
birthday.
And it was like,
It was like 22nd of December and they were like, yeah, can you send us a proposal? I'm like, yeah, no problem. Anyway, my birthday's next day, 23rd of December, for those of you wondering and wanting to send me gifts. Anyway, 23rd of December comes. 24th, I get a message like, Bianca, where's the proposal? I'm like, it's Christmas Eve. They're like, yeah, where's the proposal? I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't realize it was that urgent. Obviously, Christmas in the UK is quite like sacred, but obviously I realized
and the proposal.
quickly it
Let's
wasn't-
part. We can say that it was you managing.
no,
Okay.
cool. So anyway, it's sent the proposal in and 24th. And then I think 25th,
Yeah.
I think they maybe was reviewing it. 26th, we was in Nando's. I don't know, what were we doing in Nando's?
On like a marina.
Yeah.
Random.
Random. I've never even been to that Nando's. I've been there since.
Yeah.
Anyway, got a phone call. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the proposal.
It's like
There was
negotiation.
some hardball negotiations.
Legendary negotiations.
Legendary negotiations. I was fighting. They were fighting.
Yeah.
Anyway, deal was done. And yeah, the rest they say is history. Anyway, did that work. And then maybe 3 months, 4 months into that work, I got a call one
They
day.
recognize that you're a G.
Very much. I got a call one day from the big boss himself saying, yeah, I want you on the board. I was confused that day. You know, when you now I'm not saying like I was doing a good job, right? But you know, sometimes if a client calls you and it's not their team doesn't call you, because most of my communication up to that point was with him, but also with the team. And the team were in contact with me more. Like I was hearing from them every hour. Like at one point it was a lot. Like they was on to me about every single detail.
The level of detail,
The
attention to
details,
detail required.
like I've never had a client that detailed in their approach.
They're also paying for the pleasure.
Of course, that's fine. All my clients pay for the pleasure, but they were particularly detailed, and his team was regularly in communication. I didn't hear from him personally that often. So he messaged me like, "Can we have a call?" And I'm like, "Sure." So you know when the client calls you for a call, usually it's not
You're like,
it's
"What have I
not a
done?"
good thing. I'm like, "Oh mate, what's happened?" And he was like, "Yeah, you know," and he was telling me this like story. And I was like, okay, yeah. And he's like, yeah, so you know the board and da. I'm like, right. I'm thinking, okay, why are you telling me this? I'm like, yeah, okay. And he's like, yeah, so I think you should be on the board. And I'm like, huh? I remember coming off the call and he was like, you don't have to decide now. I want you to think about it. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll think about it. In my head, I'm like, think about what? I don't need
Crazy.
to think about this.
Yeah.
I remember coming off the call feeling like, you know, like, I don't know if anyone's ever experienced this, that feeling of being like in a wind tunnel. Like, you know, if you've been, I've
What do
not
you know
been,
about being in a wind tunnel?
I've not been skydiving, but I've been indoor skydiving.
Right.
It's like being, you know, like that indoor skydiving feeling where your face will, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right. Is
came
that
out
how
of
I
it.
felt?
Yeah. And I remember I was like shell shocked, I guess. And I was like, I remember, because I think you were in the office on the phone. I went downstairs to the bedroom to take the call. And I went back upstairs and I was like, B, you'll never imagine what just happened. And you were like, what? Like, spit it out.
That sounds like me.
Spit it out. And
Yeah. That sounds like me.
I'm like, yeah. And you were like, oh my God. Anyway, so that was part of the journey.
And you became?
I became on the board. I'm an executive director for a multi-billion-dollar hospitality brand in the UAE called Five. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's been 2 years, 3 years?
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
Well done.
Thank you.
Honestly, that is it's an incredible achievement. It's an incredible accolade. You're working with an incredible brand. And I'm sure this is an opportunity that could have gone to anybody.
Absolutely.
You know? So the reason why they chose you, there is a reason why they chose you. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
And I think you have to also unpack some of that, because I think you have so much value to offer these big brands, because like, wow. So well done. I hope you give yourself that credit, you know?
Yeah.
So we've been doing this an hour and a half now, right? And
we're not even,
I want to talk about the property stuff, but we're going to touch that on the next one. We're going to have to talk about the property journey.
Wow.
And how.
Because that is crazy.
That's a whole 1 hour.
Yeah.
So
if we really break down.
Stay tuned for this next episode, right? Because we're going to be talking about rogue property agents. We're going to be talking about buying in Dubai. We're going to talk about our position, where we are, where we went to.
Dubai court system, how we nearly lost 100 grand, everything. Tune in to that one, because we're not going to get. We're going nearly
in.
lost?
Well, we haven't lost it.
Yeah, we might lose.
We might lose it. Right? We're litigating right now. We haven't lost it.
Have you thought about becoming a speaker? Well, I have been speaking on stages all around the world for over 13 years for some of the biggest clients in the world. Facebook, PwC, Accenture, Tesco's, Adidas, Apple, Google, the list goes on. But what sets me apart from other speakers is the fact that I am an open book, and I want to share with you the steps to becoming a paid professional speaker. And we can share that with you over 2 days in our Self-Made Speaking Academy, where we will share with you how to create your speech, how to understand your niche, how to market yourself, how to find clients, and ultimately, how to get paid. If that sounds like a bit of you, make sure you look at the link below and you'll be able to join us on our next academy.
But that's a whole podcast, and I don't think we can get enough time, because there's some other things I want to talk about. Like, so for example, I want to talk about the time zone thing.
Okay.
I feel like plus 3 hours was perfect for me. But this plus 4 hours, I'm struggling.
It's a killer.
Yeah, it's making a real difference. I just want to say that bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you feel the same.
Yeah, I agree. Because to put into perspective, in the UK, we have our clients in the UK and we do our sessions, sometimes evening sessions.
So we're working on 2 time zones.
Which is fine. And usually the sessions are 7 p.m., right?
Yeah.
7 p.m. when it was 10 p.m. was hard, but acceptable.
Yeah.
7 p.m. now when it's 11 p.m., you're finishing at midnight, 1 a.m.
It's long.
Yes. Yeah, it's hard.
It's long.
So it's like, you can't change it based on.
It's long.
I don't know. Anyway, that's what you wanted to say. You just wanted to communicate that it was long.
Yeah, I wanted to communicate that.
Okay.
Adjusting has been challenging for me.
Yeah.
Working a bit more, obviously, but it's been challenging. And I want to talk about traveling. And people keep saying, there's so much to cover, man. You know, so we are traveling back to the UK now. This will be the second time or third time? Second time. Flying back.
Second time this month, you mean?
Well, in a week.
This week, yeah.
So we're gonna have a tax expert come on, actually. I'm going to talk about all the
how many days you're allowed to be in the UK.
So we're monitoring our days very strictly, but also, so for context, it's Thursday now. We fly out in a few hours' time, and we were in the UK on Saturday for the book launch. And we flew out we arrived on Friday, 8 p.m. Book launch on Saturday. We flew out at 1 p.m. on Sunday.
Yeah.
we came back for 4 days, which I'm really pleased coming back.
Absolutely, yeah. Made
Like,
the right decision.
Came back for 4 days and we're flying back.
Yeah.
We're flying back economy.
Yeah.
We've been flying to and fro. Is it one occasion, 2 occasions? Maybe
Yeah, I think it's the second. I think this will be the third one.
the third time. Flying back economy. And I had to like do a lot of prayer, a lot of meditation, a lot of coming to peace. I mean, I nearly got a therapist. And
Is this guy for real?
and
Legroom?
and
Economy legroom.
you know what?
Emirates.
I think one was not.
No, it was.
Yeah.
Oh no, one of them we had
Some
Ethan,
middle
so
seats.
we had
No,
no,
one's-
it was still front. No,
Was
no,
it?
no.
I can't remember. And I think
No, we went BA premium once,
okay.
and it was middle seats.
right.
Because your flight lady didn't book it in time.
Right.
Now we're doing an Emirates economy, which arguably is better than
premium
premium
BA.
BA,
Yes.
and we're doing it with legroom.
yes.
And so it's been okay.
And I feel like that is, we take these front row bulkhead seats,
Yeah.
right? Where there's nothing in front of you. And you get more space to do in premium.
Mhm.
But this is a whole nother conversation, actually. Why do they treat you so bad on the plane? Yeah. Let me break this down. Flying. Can I take my glasses off here? Because this is serious. When you're flying economy, let me do the tannoy. Boom, boom. Can priority users number 0 please come to the front, please? Boom, boom. Can our first class and business class clients please come forward, please? Boom, boom. Can premium economy and anybody with children, disabled, or elderly please come forward, please? Boom, boom. Can priorities Z to A please come forward, please? Boom, boom. Can anybody who's not economy please come forward, please? Boom, boom. Can all cleaners and helpers and anybody, just anybody, does anybody want to get on this plane?
Anybody?
Then everyone, like 80% of the plane still left, right? Now
Now they want to go by A to
now they're
D.
like, can rows 3 to 6 please come forward, please? And you're like, rude boy, are you free? Can you move out of the way, please? So they call everyone on, and then they go on. Let me say something else actually about this. I realized something recently, because I don't feel like I get this in premium or business. Economy passengers have way more urgency to get off the plane.
You can't be. Yeah, it's understandable. In business, you're enjoying the experience. You're not in a hurry to leave.
But also, they treat you different on the plane. My friend had an hour phone call crying to me about this.
Yeah.
But also, they treat you different. Now, this is how they treat you different. When you're in premium or business, simple things like a blanket that they'll take from you. In fact, they won't take from you. They take from you 30 minutes before they land. Why?
Why?
Now, when you ask,
And take your headphones.
now when you ask for a drink, they don't give you a bottle. They give you a glass. I'm like, rude.
No, they don't give you a can. You mean?
They won't give you the can.
No, they
They won't give you the
pour
bottle.
from the big bottle.
They'll pour the bottle into the cup.
Yeah.
Rude boy, give me the water bottle. What's wrong with you? Yeah? And there's these little differences that make it like, why do they want to treat you like second class
Well, there has
citizens?
to be a differentiation
Of
between each
course.
class
There
category.
does. I appreciate that. And I remember when I did the math on us flying so frequently, because we're back almost every month. I mean,
Yeah.
twice in 1 week almost. And when I looked at the difference between flying economy with the extra legroom, flying premium, flying business, I don't remember the numbers, but let's say it was something like the cost per person was like 20 grand over the year per person for business. It was like 45 grand for premium, 65 grand, 70 grand for business. And when I looked at that, that's when I was like, because I remember I'm the one that suggested it. Let's put some respect on my name. Yeah. I looked at
Because
that.
my PA was very afraid the other day when I asked her to book economy. She was like, please, if you're going to make me book this, please tell Byron that you told me to book it. I don't want him to think I booked it. I was like, it's all right. He wants to book it.
I looked at it and I was like, those front bulkheads, they're quite, like, I can live with it, yeah? It's not ideal, but I can live with it. For the frequency of travel, I was like, yeah, I can live with it. But also, when clients are paying for your travel and then you get the money, this is a whole new thing. Let me paint the picture for y'all. Let's say you are paid £10,000 to speak on stage, or for a client, or whatever the deliverables are in another country. And you have a choice. Out of that 10,000, you have to deal with your own travel and accommodation. So you have a choice now. You pay economy, £700, premium, £1,800, or business, 3.5. Now you're looking at your 10, and you're like, boy,
Yeah.
I can be left with 9. Then you're like, oh, I
I'll
can
just
go
suffer
to
in
8.
silence.
Yeah, I can go to 8. Then I was like, now I'm going to 6.5. You're like, forget business class. Now it's a fight between premium and economy. So I think it's been an interesting journey that I'm like, actually, like, or is it because I'm just not making enough money?
Yeah, maybe it's
You know,
that.
to justify it.
When does it become justifiable? But it is about comfort, though. Like, argument's sake, arguably, we're flying Friday night from here to London. Then
What do you mean? Our car
Monday
comes in 3 hours.
Yes, in 3 hours.
And I haven't packed.
Friday. Oh, Thursday. Okay.
Tonight.
Friday. So tonight, whatever. We're going economy to London. But I've booked us to go from London to India business.
Yeah.
But that's because we land in India on the day I do the talk.
Yeah.
We land at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
and I'm on stage at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
So I felt like we needed
comfort
to
is
be able
needed.
to sleep.
Yeah.
Or I need to be able to sleep to transition to be able to perform at my role.
Yeah.
And then when we fly back to Dubai, I'm going economy again. Because,
Yeah, sure.
So I think sometimes it's just about what makes sense for logistics.
Yeah.
And whether you have enough time to recuperate and stuff.
Question, what are you looking forward to most in Dubai?
What am I looking forward to most in Dubai?
Yeah, being in Dubai, living in Dubai.
I think seeing our son grow up with a certain level of like freedom.
Yeah.
I've seen him, and you know, maybe he would have had this freedom in a park in some parks where we lived in Surrey, like maybe, but I've just seen him just be so confident, and he's a confident little chap anyway, but like just confidently just bounce into the park and go to his toys and slides and just do his thing. And I think I feel confident that the area is clean and well kept and stuff. And so just seeing him grow up in a country where I feel safer. Like I know we took him to a park in Surrey at one point, and I was like, I wanted to get my wet wipes out.
Yeah,
and
it felt grimy,
It just looked
a bit
grimy.
dirty.
And so I don't want, but
Do you know
that's
what?
not to say that germs are not on other surfaces.
On that note, right? I said the other day, I felt like for good reasons. Obviously, I grew up in a council estate, and there's a lot of community there. There's a lot of community. Since leaving there, I've not had that kind of community anywhere. Right? There's a lot of community, and I felt like when I was with him the other day, I was like, this is a community. And I also feel like I can see him growing up and living a life that I lived, not in the same ways. He's not going to see police helicopter chases.
Yeah.
It's not possible. But I can also be like, see how I can be at the balcony in our house and I don't have to phone him to call him to come home. I'm like, Ethan! Ethan! Like, I can call him. You know what I mean? That's the lifestyle. Like, you know, and he doesn't have to be supervised. He can just go out with his mates and do his thing. You know what I mean? And let boys be boys. And I
don't know about all that, but yeah, it sounds good.
It just gave me that feeling though of like,
I don't think I'm that mum.
What do you mean?
It's okay. We could talk about it in another episode.
All right.
I like the vision that you have, but I just don't know that I'm that mum.
You're going to be there supervising.
There's going to be someone supervising.
What, when he goes on his bike and you know how the kids be whizzing around? All right, cool.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the property stuff another time, right? And, you know, the one thing I want to ask you is that, in fact, we're going to do a quick fire round, okay? And then I want to ask you a question about, in fact, let's answer the question now. Why do I not feel the urge to have a big boy whip in the UK?
You're asking me why you don't feel the urge.
Yeah.
Or
Why?
you're asking yourself the question.
I'm asking. Yeah, I'm both.
Right.
So for context, in the UK, for those of you who know us, those who've been following us, our cars of
Late have been Rolls Royces, Bentleys.
late. How long? I bought
G-Wagons.
I bought the Phantom 10
For the
years
last 10
ago.
years. For the last 10 years. Sure.
I bought a Phantom because I always wanted one. You see how I be feeling like a rapper sometimes.
It's hard for you.
So I bought the Phantom
G-Wagon,
10.
G-Wagon, G-Wagon, G-Wagon.
So we've been driving luxury cars for a long time.
Yes. Maybe that's what it is.
And
We've done it. We're not feeling like, I'm not trying to prove any, I mean, not that that's why you do it, but maybe it's just like you've
but
done it. You're
here,
not bothered.
there's so much more people that see your cars than UK. Because you go to every restaurant. Outside
And
the
you're
restaurant, they
valeting.
bring the car. 90% of the places you
Sure,
go to is
sure.
valet.
Sure.
So, but I just don't feel like I got my little Geely, 20 grand car, flipping incredible. Looks like a bloody BMW stroke Mercedes. Love that bad boy.
And I'm really thinking about this Jator because it looks
And you're
it
going
looks,
for a
it's so
Jator
cute.
T2.
T2.
A little Jator T2.
It's lovely,
They
it
say it's a
does.
poor man's Land Rover.
Discovery.
Get your little poor man's Landy, yeah? In your big 7-bedroom ass.
Yeah.
Sorry, 6-bedroom, 7 bathrooms, playroom,
Dressing room.
dressing room, extra rooms. That's a whole conversation for a property conversation. But your little T2.
I don't know because, like, realistically, knowing who you are, because you asked me the question, I know that I feel...
Who I am, or you talk about
I'm
yourself?
talking about who you are.
Go on.
I feel like this is just your car while we settle. Like, I feel like we're not settled yet. Like, we've got the house. I've got all the furniture. We've still got some bits and pieces to get. Like, not because you can't afford to get it at the same time, but just because logistically, we've been flying in and out every month, twice in 1 week. Next week,
Saying it's
I'll
just
go
for
to
now.
India. Next month, I'll go to Dublin. Like, we're both just moving around so much. I feel like come January, where we're like, okay, we're here now for a little bit, at least, maybe a month, before we have to fly back, 2 months before we have to fly back again. I feel like then you'll be like, okay, now I'm settled. Let me choose my car. I don't feel like that's, I think that's the
Okay, we'll see.
situation.
I don't know.
I know you keep telling me you love this car,
I do.
but I don't.
It's a for
know
now
that you
car, is what you're
do.
saying.
I don't know. You asked me
I
to
don't
decide
know.
how you are.
Well, I
don't
like
know.
your theory.
I don't know you.
Right, we've got a couple more minutes before we wrap up. And I have
me.
a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
Quick fire questions,
Tell
no
me. You
thinking.
keep saying this, but you never quick firing me. Tell me.
Stop talking, no man.
Wow. That accent was strong.
So, flat earth or round earth?
Round.
Did man go to the moon?
No.
Night in or night out?
Right now I could do it a night out.
Broke or in jail?
Broke.
All right, let me ask you some London. We're talking about Dubai and London, so let's talk about this.
Oh God.
Dubai sunshine or London drizzle?
That's a weird question, but Dubai sunshine, obviously.
London brunch spots or Dubai fine dining?
Dubai.
Oxford Street or Dubai Mall?
Dubai Mall.
Mayfair evenings or Dubai rooftop vibes?
Rooftop.
British politeness, we are polite people.
Yeah.
Or Dubai ambition?
Ambition.
Woo! London traffic or Sheikh Zayed traffic?
Oh my God, they're both bad. London traffic. I choose London on that one. I feel like you can at least turn off and try a little some. You often end up back in the traffic, but you feel like you moved.
London lights or Dubai? London lights or Dubai lights? Christmas. I think London might win on this.
Yeah, I don't know if I've noticed Dubai lights as such.
Yeah, but like, you go to like
Like the mall and stuff.
the Burj and it's lit up and all that.
Those are special though.
But Christmas lights, Oxford Street, like,
Yeah, okay.
It's quite
Yeah,
special.
I give it London.
yeah, I'll give London that one. London hustle, because it's got a bit of a buzz to it.
Yeah.
London hustle and bustle or Dubai opportunity?
Dubai opportunity. Oh, I'm here.
London fashion or Dubai glam?
London fashion, I think.
We've got style,
I think so.
We've got personality.
Yeah.
We've got style.
Yeah. Like the shops I'm ended up going to assume like my UK shops. It's like, yeah.
UK authenticity or Dubai, like being aesthetically pleasing? Dubai aesthetics.
UK authenticity.
Really interesting.
I mean, look, give me a couple of years, I might end up looking Dubai aesthetic.
No, I mean for content creation specifically.
Oh, that was not clear, Byron.
Sorry about that.
We were talking about dress codes and stuff.
Maybe we need to rewind and see if I said it or not. But go on.
Dubai
Content
aesthetic.
creation, UK authenticity or Dubai aesthetics.
Oh, Dubai aesthetics then.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Episode 1.
Episode 1. And we've got so
Self-made.
much more to talk about.
I thought
That
we'll cover
Dubai
it.
journey, no.
I thought we'll cover it, but we
I
didn't.
mean, that property one is a long one.
The property's juicy. Stay tuned.
Especially if you're going to tell the whole thing.
We're gonna,
Yeah.
and we might have more progress on that by then.
Hope not.
We could have.
Might have.
We could have an extra $100,000 in our pocket
Or not.
or not. Learning lessons. So, thank you for watching.
Oh, listening.
And we are committed to giving you some really fun conversations. And we have an incredible list already planned, but we need your support. We know that it needs engagement. We know that it needs your subscription. We know that it needs your follow. We know that it needs you to share it. We're not just saying this so that, we need it. In order for the machine to do what it needs to do, we need your commitment. So please, please, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and we will continue to build this platform and give you guys the unheard voices, the heard voices, and just some really interesting conversations. And every now and then, you're going to have me and Bianca just chopping it up, just having a great conversation about a particular topic. The next one on the list is definitely
The actual move.
the property move,
Yes.
and the house that we're in now. Give you a little bit of show you some images and what that looks like, and
Fancy.
how our rooftop, what it overlooks. And we'll show them how they get down.
Now that is the clip.
Thank you. My name's Byron,
And I'm Bianca.
and you have been listening to or watching.
Self-made, unfiltered.
Until next time.
Bye.